Santorini is a windswept, volcanic island in the Cyclades. Magical sunsets in Oia, photogenic blue dome churches, and a myriad of colorful beaches attract thousands of visitors every year, making this one of Greece's most popular destinations. Santorini needs little introduction, especially as beautiful Greek islands go. In fact, I'd go as far as saying it's probably one of the most iconic Greek islands to visit. Honestly, there are so many amazing and some of the best things to do in Santorini that you'll be spoilt for choice as soon as you land. If you are planning a trip to this wonderful island, here are the best things to do in Santorini. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the latest upcoming travel videos. Number 7. Boat trip around Santorini. Boat trips are among the best things to do in Santorini. The most famous tour is a one-day cruise in the volcanic islands and Kamari hot springs. During this day, you will explore the island of Kamari and its still active volcano. You can even walk to the summit of the crater. You will also stop at Kamari hot springs to take a dip. Then, you will end your day on Thera Island, located right in front of Santorini. As these tours are very popular, you should really book yours in advance. It's very easy, you just have to click on the button below to view the cruise details and book it. For only $37 per person, you will get the bus transfer from and to your hotel, an audio guide, the cruise and the 3 stops at the volcano, the hot springs and Thera. You can also choose a luxury version of this cruise, on a catamaran. You will sail around Santorini and enjoy 3 stops for swimming, including one at the hot springs. Snorkeling equipment is even included. The price includes the minibus transfer from your hotel, the guided tour, the Greek barbecue and unlimited soft drinks. At the end of the day, you will also admire the beautiful sunset from the sea. Number 6. Ancient Akrotiri. This fascinating archaeological site was first discovered in the late 1860s, but its buildings date back to earlier than 17th century BC. This former Minoan outpost, which, according to the Greek Ministry of Culture, is considered one of the most important prehistoric settlements of the Aegean Sea, was once a thriving port town. The city was later destroyed by a massive volcanic eruption, the same one that made Santorini look like it is today. Thanks to years of excavation, enough of the site has been uncovered to allow visitors to explore. Here, travelers can look at multi-level buildings, loads of pottery, and even drainage systems. What is absent, however, is any sign of its former residences. This has led scientists to believe that Akrotiri's previous inhabitants knew of the eruption and fled the island accordingly. Most travelers were impressed with ancient Akrotiri. Visitors strongly recommended securing a guide to take you around the site and explain its rich history. Otherwise, as other travelers who went without a guide noted, you might end up spending your time staring at a bunch of rocks. To get a better glimpse of the frescoes and other art found at ancient Akrotiri, be sure to visit the Museum of Prehistoric Thera. Ancient Akrotiri is located on the southern end of the island. The site is open April to August from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Sunday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. November to March. In September, hours are 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Admission is €12. For €14, travelers are admitted to both Ancient Akrotiri and the Museum of Prehistoric Thera. Number 5. Red Beach. It's important to know that since 2013, Red Beach has been on watch for landslides and vulnerable parts of the beach are sanctioned by rope for visitors not to enter. If you're uncomfortable visiting this attraction, but still want to get an eye full of red cliffs, visit Ammoudi Bay. Located less than a mile southwest of ancient Akrotiri, this beach earns its name from its towering red cliffs and dark sand. Travelers say the scenery is stunning. Be sure to bring a camera to take photos of the stark contrast between the brick red cliffs and the aquamarine water. While the water may look tempting to dip your toes in, travelers strongly suggest choosing a different shoreline as the site of your beach day. Some even suggest skipping this spot entirely for a number of reasons. Travelers have said that there is no paved path to get to the beach. Visitors must park at a parking lot nearby, then traverse a rocky pathway to the beach. Some said they didn't know how rugged the path would be prior to visiting and had great trouble making it to the beach without sneakers. Travelers were also keen to point out that the beach is small, and unless you get there early or are traveling in the off-season, it can get very crowded very quickly. What's more, the rough, rocky sand made it hard for a lot of visitors to really kick back and relax. On the other hand, those who did enjoy their experience at Red Beach suggested hiking to the beach to get a look at its incredibly unique geography, and leave it at that. You can get to Akrotiri via the KTEL bus from Fira, then walk from the ancient site to the beach. KTEL buses don't go directly to Red Beach, so if you're not up for walking, you'll need to get there via car. Number 4. Ancient Thera. Separating Kamari from Parissa on top of Mesa Vauna is ancient Thera. This archaeological site, which was first claimed by the Dorians in the 9th century BC, is home to ruins from the Hellenistic, Roman, and Byzantine eras. Stroll through ancient Thera and you'll find ruins of ancient religious sites, a theater, old city administrative buildings, and even a gym for military trainees. Recent travelers found the ruins of ancient Thera to be interesting, though many said the breathtaking views of the Aegean Sea were pretty distracting. Travelers who walked from the town of Kamari up to Mesa Vauna recommended the scenic walk if you're in shape. It takes about an hour to get up and there is minimal shade along the way. Along with the great views, travelers loved the low price of admission into the ruins in comparison to ancient Akrotiri. Admission to ancient Thera is €4. The site is open Tuesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. year-round. You can reach the site via bus from Kamari, by car or on foot. For more information, check out the Greek Ministry of Culture's website. Number 3. Fira to Oia Hike. The best way to take in Santorini is to walk, and there is no better route than the one from Fira to Oia. This hike is 6 miles one way and passes through 4 towns, including Fira, Stefani, Imoravigli, and Oia. It's important to know that there is no marked trail or pathway for this hike, but a matter of following the roads closest to the caldera. Along the way, travelers will find numerous sites worth stopping for, in addition to spectacular ocean views and picturesque towns. One of these is Scarrows Rock. Today, this headland is a popular vantage point for watching sunsets, but in yesteryears it housed a castle that served as the prime meeting place for Christians during the 1800 seconds. There's also numerous churches dotted throughout, including the Blue Dome St. Gerasimos Church, which offers excellent views of the volcano. Once you hit Oia, you'll find Byzantine castle ruins open for exploration. Recent visitors say the best time to start this trek is in the morning, as there is no shade and the afternoon sun may be too much for some. Travelers also said there are rocky elevation changes throughout, so plan to wear sturdy shoes and bring plenty of water. Many reviewers said they completed the hike in 3 hours or less, but also noted completion time all depends on a traveler's level of fitness as well as how often they stop. And with all the photogenic spots along the trail, be prepared to stop a lot. Even though the hike is considered moderate and time-consuming, travelers agreed that this is the best way to experience Santorini's natural beauty. Visitors can explore this trail all hours of the day or night, and there is no fee to access it. Number 2. Ammoudi Bay. For beautiful views of the caldera, descend the 300 steps from the northern city of Oia to the charming port of Ammoudi Bay. Surrounded by striking red cliffs and dotted with whitewashed buildings typical to Santorini, this little village features several quaint tavernas serving up the catch of the day. Aside from digging in the bounty of the sea, visitors can enjoy some swimming here, though the beach is rocky, so you should bring appropriate footwear, especially if you plan on cliff diving. On the small island of St. Nicholas, seen from Ammoudi Bay's beach, visitors can climb upstairs from the water onto the small, rocky island and jump from a designated point. Travelers admit there isn't a whole lot to do in Ammoudi Bay, but the quality of the bay more than makes up for the quantity of activities it offers. Visitors were dazzled by the beauty of Ammoudi Bay and said merely dining al fresco was all they needed to soak up the sight. Most strongly suggested to plan a trip in the late afternoon, as a sunset from Ammoudi is a sight to behold. You can reach Ammoudi Bay on foot or by car. Travelers say the walk down to Ammoudi Bay from Oia is pretty scenic, but going back up the steep hill is a serious hike. Access to the area is free and travelers can come and go all day and night. Individual business, however, have their own hours. Number 1. Kamari Beach. Santorini's volcanic history has led to the formation of some of the more unique beaches in the Greek Isles, and Kamari is no exception. Sitting about 4 miles southeast of Fira on the island's east coast, this stretch of black sand is one of the largest in Santorini. The beach is backed by the town of its namesake, a popular resort area where you'll find numerous hotels, restaurants, beachside bars, and shops. On the beach, visitors can take advantage of the available lounge chairs and umbrellas. Travelers enjoyed the clear blue waters of Kamari and suggested planting your feet towards the southern portion of the shore. That's because the views of the imposing Mesa Vano Hill, where you can find ancient Thera, makes for a picture-perfect Greek beach setting. No matter where you decide to kick back on Kamari Beach, travelers strongly suggest bringing protective footwear. The sand and pebbly terrain can get quite hot with the sun beating down on it, especially after a couple hours. So bring sandals if you're hoping to spend the day on the beach. Some visitors even suggested bringing water shoes, commenting that the underwater terrain at the shore quickly goes from sand to slippery solid rock. Kamari is free to visit all hours of the day and night, though it's never a good idea to swim without a lifeguard present. You can get to Kamari Beach on foot from Kamari, or by KTEL bus from Fira.